So I watched Assault on Precinct 13 too. It's a 1976 kind of action movie, crime drama. It's not really a drama. Anyway, it's directed by John Carpenter. It's the movie he made right after his first movie, Dark Star. And it's kind of like a low budget, like I said, action movie. All the street gangs in, I think, New York, it's set in New York, have turned into one super gang because the cops, I guess, have been ganging up on the gangs and like shooting them from rooftops and trapping them and killing them. So they formed one super gang called Street Thunder, and they want to get revenge on this on some of the cops here. So they decide to I don't really know what the whole background of the gang is. I just know that they turned into one big gang, multicultural gang. There was this father and his daughter driving through, the inner city, looking for this lady named Margaret. Might have been their grandma. I'm not really sure. But anyway, she goes out. The little girl, gets out of the car as their dad's calling to get directions on this, phone booth. Runs to this ice cream truck to get an ice cream, and these gang members roll up on the ice cream guy, who's armed for some reason. I think he has some sort of score to settle with these gang members. I'm not really sure what his story is, but anyway, he gets killed. They also kill the daughter. Cold-blooded murder. Just the dad hangs up the phone, goes, checks on his daughter, finds her dead, freaks out. The ice cream man's still a little bit alive, says he has a gun. Dad sees the gang car drive away, follows them for a while, meets up, kills one of them, runs out and hides in this police station, the Precinct 13, that's being commanded by this black police officer on his first night out, portrayed by an actor named Austin Stoker, who's been in a whole bunch of movies, still doing work today. He's been in Sheba Baby and Battle of the Planet of the Apes. He's also in the special feature series, does an interview. So anyway, this Precinct 13 is not really a police station anymore. It's closing down. It's being moved. So it's on its last legs there. It's just a couple filing clerks left and like one box of guns. They're just pretty much closing up, waiting for like the power company to come and shut the power off the next day. And the dad character walks in just after killing the gang member. He's totally in shock, offers no information. He just says mumbling stuff like, "They killed her, they're after me." And then the whole police station is under siege, and these people have to band together and fight off this gang. There's also these death row inmates who shouldn't be there, but they're there because one of them got sick. So the death row bus pulls over at the Precinct 13, drops them off for holding until the doctor gets there. So they have to let these prisoners on death row out of their jail cells, and they all have to team up and fight off this gang. Very good movie. What I really liked about this movie is the soundtrack. John Carpenter made all this kind of synthesizer soundtrack kind of stuff, very atmospheric. Yeah, you could kind of tell this was kind of like a low-budget movie, and like the special effects aren't that good. Like a lot of the shootouts look super fake with like blood packs and stuff like that. But there's a couple good scenes where the shootouts, like especially when the gangs initially started shooting in at the police station and the place is getting just ripped up by bullets and there's paper and light bulbs exploding, holes in the wall. Probably took a long time to rig up all those mini explosions on the set and stuff. Pretty cool to watch. Very violent, fairly original. Look at all these like intertwining plot lines, and then all this violence and gunshot and people getting killed. All kinds of shit going on in here. But yeah, good story. Involves a lot of revenge. I like how it didn't really explain anything. Like one of the main characters, his name is Napoleon Wilson. I forget who the actor is, but you're never really sure why. Like everyone's asking him why he calls himself Napoleon. What was his crime? What was going on? You don't get a lot of his history. I'd like to get a little more depth on him, have his character explored a little, but I kind of like how not everything in this movie was explained to you, didn't, water down the plot or anything like that. It's just all they know is they're in deep trouble. There's hundreds of gang members outside jumping through the windows, and like, shit's hitting the fan. They have to escape. Pretty good movie. I liked it too just because it was 70s, and I like these kind of cheesy 70s movies. But yeah, pretty good John Carpenter movie. It wasn't really a horror movie, but still had a lot of tension, suspense, for an action movie, everyone acted pretty good. Decent performances for sure. Soundtrack was really, really good. I liked it. No frills, straightforward storytelling, not a lot of, overdoing special effects and over-the-top acting. Just a lot of panic and gunshots and shit like that. Stuff you need in a good action movie, None of that transporter kind of stuff that you usually get. No car chases, nothing too flashy and shiny. Very basic. Oh, not really basic, but you know, like I said, no frills. Anyway, really liked it. Assault on Precinct 13. Good John Carpenter movie if you just want like a good 70s action movie. A lot of gunfights and people getting shot. Arr.